Hello, welcome, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. So, how is the weather, children?
Ma'am, nice, ma'am.
Nice.
Nice, ma'am.
Yeah. Over to you, Meena, ma'am. You
You're all
can
excited.
start the session. Yes.
You're all excited to start this session. I think what I understand is that some of you have already done something in the coding, and then there are a big number of children who have actually not done much of coding. So what we will do is, in this session, I will try to, we'll try to do, work with both the groups. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to have start with introducing certain basics for the children who have not done any coding, and for the children who have done some coding, just as a refresher. And in between, you all have to pay attention. I'm going to ask you some challenge questions. So are you all ready? You to wave your hands. Yeah? You have to wave your hands like this. Yeah? So we'll get started. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. Yeah? Okay, great. Okay, so this is our window wherein we are going to write our code, right? And I know all of you are senior enough to understand. So coding is nothing, but it is actually giving commands to computer, right? To put together something. We want the computer to do some task for us. And for that, we will give some commands. So in this particular, session today, we will have this coding, and we will build one small story, or one very small story we'll try to build, and you will learn some concepts in this while we do this, right? And how we are going to do that is, we are going to, you see these set of commands here. So if you would see here, we have this looks and motion. What did I do? Okay, so if you see here, we will have a set of commands. In sound, we have another set of commands. So basically, this is our toolbox, right? And within each toolbox, within each section of the toolbox, we have different tools. When I say tools, it is different set of instructions. What we are supposed to do is, we are supposed to move this instruction out here. Okay, I'll move this instruction, I bring it here, and whatever instruction I bring it here, if I just see, if I click here, just see on the right hand side of the screen, do you see the cat moving? Do you see? This particular cat is moving, right? So we are trying to, I'm clicking on this, I'm actually giving an instruction, and I can see the cat moving, and it is moving in 10 steps, right? 10 steps. Every time I click, it moves 10 steps. So this is what, so it's a sample thing. What we did is, we gave instruction here, and we can see whatever instruction we are giving, we can see the result of that instruction happening here, right? Now let's see the music. Let's see, the magic here. If I do this 50, can you all guess what will happen? Can you all guess what's going to happen if I put 50 instead of 10? I have put 50, and I will, if I click on the, yeah, somebody says it will move a larger distance. I saw Agrim saying, Aro Bhandari, lot of, yeah, okay. So I think, yeah, you are getting it. So if I put it like, if I click here, it is moving larger step. Now here is one another small question. Tell me what happens if I do minus 10. What happens if I do minus 10? Okay, it says it will, okay. So somebody is telling me it will move in smaller steps, and then there are children who are saying it will move backwards. So yes, children who are saying it will move backwards are guessing it correctly, or probably they know it. So right, when I click this way, it will go backwards, right? So if you really look into it, what we are doing here is, I'm actually, as I change the instruction, my sprite, this cat is called my sprite. My sprite is actually obeying those instructions, right? And if you look here, this sprite is the sprite here, which we have declared, and whatever code we are writing is a code which we are writing for this sprite. So I am actually writing the code for this particular sprite. Okay, now what if I want to, have this sprite, move continuously? Yeah, I want it to be moving it continuously. I want it to be just doing it. I don't want to click again and again. Why do I need to click again and again? So any guess where I should find a command to get into the, yes, somebody is saying control, and somebody said go to event, somebody is saying control, and then yeah, I see. Okay, so let's examine. So we'll go to control and see what's there. Okay, and I should look into forever loop. Okay, so I will go into forever and I will put this here and I plug it here, right? Now let's see what happens. Okay, so I did this. Wow, yeah, it's moving. I didn't have to click. I just had to click once and it did. But what just happened? The cat has actually moved outside the screen. So that's another question I'm going to ask you. But for now, we will wait here and I'll show you some more, things for this particular motion, right? Let's examine costumes. Now let's see what's happening. You have this costume and then you have this costume. Can you see this? Can you see the difference? If I click these two costumes, so for this sprite, in this we have two costumes and we can use both these costumes. So I'll go back to the code, right? And what I'll show is, so if I have to go now and change the costume, again, for people who already know the code, have to tell me where should I look for the new costumes. Okay, looks. Okay, somebody is telling me looks. Okay, a lot of people are telling me look, so that's great. I think you all will move fast. A lot of people kind of are aware what we should be doing. So what we will do is, I can take this instruction also, switch costume to costume 2, but I will like to take switch to costume, right? Now let's see what happens. If I do this, see, it looks like it's moving, right? But I want to, maybe, put something so that I can see it better. So what I can do is, I can actually go in control and put some weight, right? If I put this weight, and now if I see, let me pull this sprite here and say forever. See, now I can kind of see what is happening, right? And if I reduce this weight from 1 to 0.5, I will be able to see it's moving a little faster. Why? Why it is moving faster? Can you tell me why it is moving faster now? Yeah, because the time gap is reduced. Yeah. Agreem, Ankita, they are all saying time gap is, waiting time has been reduced. You are all right. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so we done this now. Now here comes a challenge question for all of you. Okay, the challenge question is, I am facing this problem. I have to drag this cat every time from this window and bring it here whenever I want to start my, whenever I want to start or give a go command. What instruction should I use so that the cat always starts from this point? Okay, tell me. I am looking at the chat window. Okay, I got one answer, but I will not tell what is the answer. I want more people to tell me. Okay, my question is, I have to get the cat every time. I have to start the cat from here. Okay. Okay. I think a lot of you are saying I should look into the position and I should make the position use the position command. Yeah, you are right, children. Whoever is answering, Arnav and Agreem and, yeah, very good. Agreem, you are actually telling me the instructions. So that's really good. Okay. So we will we'll go into the motion command, and I will use this, and this is where it says go to XY, right? So my problem is solved now. So what happens is, every time I don't have to pull the cat position will be taken care. But you know what I did some mistake. I can't see the cat moving. Tell me, what is a mistake? Just look at the code, and you saw the cat is continuously at the same location. Though I have told her to, move 10 steps, show me next costume, the costume is getting changed. Yeah, so somebody is telling me change X and Y, somebody is telling me yeah, so I got Saket telling me go before it should go above the forever root. Okay, and Ishan is also telling me. Okay, so Ishan, Saket, and sorry children, I am just putting the names. Maybe more children, more of you are answering, but my screen is only showing limited number of children. So I know there are a lot of children, as I can see, there are a lot of children. You all seem to know a little bit, or at least are able to think fast and, give me response. So that's good. Keep doing that. I really am liking it. Yeah. So let's do this. You all told me, okay, I should put this above and I should now keep it here. Okay. So we solved the problem, right? So what just happened is that we had a bug. I accidentally wrote a code which had a bug. And what is a bug? You all know what is a bug? Can anybody tell me what is a bug in a code? Glitches, a problem. Yes, Varun is telling me glitches. Unnati, Shalini is telling me, oh, error, glitches. Yes. So we will have error. Whenever we have an error in the code, we have to fix it, right? Otherwise, our code will not work properly. So I fixed the error, and you all helped me fix the error. So what we did is, we just actually took this particular instruction and kept it above, and then now we are good. We are able to see the cat, every time starting from the same position. So if I do here, I can see the cat always starts from this particular position. Now my second question. The cat moves out of the cat actually, once it gets into the screen, I want the cat to move back again. I don't want the cat to get stuck here, right? What is a command wherein I will be able to have my cat, there is a turn option. Somebody is saying turn option. Somebody said, gave me a right option. Yes. I can see Harleen telling me right answer. Unnati giving me right answer. I'm not going to give the answer right now. I want to see other people also telling me. I see Agreem also telling me. Yes. So children, yeah, a lot of you are getting it. See, there is some children saying turn 15 degree, turn so much. I think that's not the right answer. So let's find out what is the right answer. So right answer is, what is happening. So if you examine, what is happening is that our cat goes to the edge and it stops. So there must be, what we want to do is, we want the cat to stop at the edge or do something when it reaches the edge. So if you examine this motion command, we will have a command, if on edge bounce. See, you have this command, if on edge bounce. So if I do this, and let's see what happens now, right? So if I do this, okay. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, it came back. But what happened? What just happened? It turned upside down. Now, children, you have to again help me fix it. How do I make it, turn in the right manner? It's turning upside down. Help me. Who is giving me answer? It move, reverse, turn, direction. No, I haven't got. Yes, somebody told me a right answer, but I will let. Yes, Namya Kumar is telling me right. Then turn, arrow. No, no, not turning is not. I have to do something. Harleen Kaur also told me it's a right answer, Harleen. Then Saket is also saying right. Yeah, good, good. Okay, so let's do. I'll they have already told me the answer. So what I should do is I will pull this and I will put it here. So what I'm trying to tell the cat is that your rotation style is from left to right. Now, okay, so now let's see what happens. Okay, we will use this again and let's see. Yeah, see? Okay, so can you see now? The cat is not turning upside down, it is going in the right direction, and we have been able to now program our first character to move in the way we want her to move. We want the cat to move from one place to another place. We wanted the cat to start from a particular place and we wanted it to turn properly. Okay, so that's great. That's great. Now I want the cat to also talk. I want to create a walking cat. Sorry. So how do I do that? Where do I go? Looks. Okay. Yes. Great. So we'll go in the looks. I'm going to go a little fast now because towards the end of the session, I'm going to give you one exercise to do. And I want all of you to send us your code. If you already are doing Scratch, I want you all to send your code to Rhythm Sir, and I will have a look at the code and I will, we will be able to find out. So there are certain surprise prizes towards the end of the, for this sessions which we are organizing. So what we will do is we'll keep looking at your codes and see, who is able to answer those and who is actually, able to understand the concepts better, right? So I will give you a quiz towards the end. So we'll move fast here. I have to go into looks and I will, if I bring it here, I stop for now this cat and I just click here. What happens? See, now it is also talking. It is saying hello. Yeah. And I can change anything here. So what I am going to do is I am going to pull one more instruction and maybe I'll pull a third one instruction. Okay. And what we can do is hello. Let it say hello. Then she can say my name is Sarah and I can tell I can run very fast. Okay, so I gave her 3 commands to work on, and if I just click here, see, and I'm telling her to stop for 2 seconds. So after every 2 seconds it changes. Okay. So yeah, children, you are all asking how do you send your codes, and you don't have a Scratch and all. So I will clarify towards the end of the session. So just pay attention right now, and then I'll clarify. And you can always reach out to us through WhatsApp. So we'll clarify. Yeah, don't worry. Let's pay attention here. Let's complete this particular topic. Okay. So what we'll do is hello for 2 seconds we are saying, and then now what I want is I want this cat to talk as well as I want the cat to walk. Okay, so what should I do now? I am just going to do it for us, all of us right now. I'll put it here and I'll put another instruction here, and now let's see the magic. Okay, so now the cat is talking as well as the cat is walking, right? And it is also telling, and it's displaying now. But you see, did you see that it was just saying for one time? I wanted to continuously walk and talk. So what should I do? This is my last question. What should I do in the code so that, yes, forever, yes, right. So I'll go in the control and I'll pull this forever, put it here, okay. And if I put here and I do it here, okay. So now I'll stop, I'll again start. Yes, So we got our cat who is walking as well as talking. So this completes our first exercise. Now here is my uh, mm, quiz for all of you, right? What you all have to do is you all have to examine the motion commands, right? You all have to look through the motion commands and you have to build a very super cool underwater animation for me. See, here we are seeing this animation which is coming, which is for this cat. Now you have to build a very super cool underwater animation wherein I will like to see 4 to 5 underwater creatures. You can have, you know, sea creatures, or you can have anything, but I want 4 to 5 in a way sprites, and I want them to see, pay attention. I want, and this is exactly I want, right? So whatever you do, you can do on top of it, but what I tell you has to be there. So you could note it down. I am telling you, I need five fishes or 5 creatures. You can have different, you can have same. It's okay. I need 5 of them. Okay, that's my first need in the program. My second need in the program is, children, you have to look here. Okay, look here. I want one fish or one creature to move from left to right, the other one to move from right to left. So I need like this. Okay. Then I need one to move from top to bottom, another to move from bottom to top, right? And then one I need random. Okay. So these are my base requirements. I need these things to be there in the program. Whatever you do, you have to have, and it cannot be, it has to look like a fish. So you will have to examine some more commands to make it look like a fish swimming, right? Now there are some additional things, additional top-ups. I will like to see some more top-ups on it. You can, you know, introduce some sounds, you can introduce some, you know, some light effects, and you can do a lot of stuff. You can explore all that stuff, and you can send me your program and we'll have a look at it, right? Okay, so I will open this chat window. You can, if you have any questions, you can, you know, write me in the chat. Rhythm, are we recording the chat?
Yes, ma'am. We are recording this chat also.
Okay, so we'll record, and if I have not been able to answer you, you know, you can again send us a query, or we'll look at the chat and answer those questions, right? So let me see. So okay, there is first, for somebody is telling me that, ma'am, we don't have Scratch. So this Scratch, you know, you can download it. It's an online platform. You can just download it and you can use it, right? We will show you how to use it. You know, if you are meaning towards the end of 4 session, if you want to come and, you know, work with us for more classes, we can then show you how to use it, you know, more effectively. But right now you can just go ahead and use it. You know, it is available online. Yeah. Ma'am, the sprite was not moving from me. Somebody has actually given a site. I have an account. Yes, I want all of you to create your account. If you are sending me this thing, you should ideally create your account. Yeah, somebody is saying, ma'am, is it a homework? Yes, this is a homework. Yes, I want you to do some work at home, right? Okay, ma'am, where do we have to send it? You can send your the Scratch file to Rhythm Sir. Okay, you can send it to Rhythm Sir. If you have queries how to send a file, let him know. We will help you out. Yeah. Whatever version you have, somebody is telling I have a different version. Whatever version you have, plus please you can use that and, you know, send us. Okay, somebody is telling, ma'am, can you repeat the homework? So let me repeat the homework for you. It's a requirement is, I want 5 fishes or 5 sea creatures in an underwater animation. So I want underwater animation to be done. That is my first major requirement. You have to have 5. You can have 7, it is fine, but you cannot have less than 5. Okay, and please don't make it thousands. Yeah. So we'll just have it maybe 5 or 7 or 10. That's fine. Don't make it more than that, otherwise it will become very crowded. and out of those 5 I want them to come and move from different directions. So they can move, you know, like this. Then I want them to move like this, up and down. You can also show me diagonally. If you are showing more fishes, you can create diagonally. And then I want one of them at least to move randomly. One fish has to move randomly. Okay, clear? And then you can innovate on top of it. You can create music, you can create sound, and you can add whatever you want to add on top of it. That's something which will be, you know, left to you guys. You can just work on it. Yeah. Okay, so there are some questions who, you know, you people, there are questions like people are asking me, how do you create a sprite and those. So for those children who are not aware of what the sprite is and all, I think it is good for you to, you know, kind of attend these sessions continuously with us. And after a couple of sessions, you know, at least in this workshop, I'll attempt to answer all these technical questions. But otherwise, you know, you can then join us also for some sessions and you will start building, you know, this kind of thing. But let's wait and let's do these 4 sessions. I think you will know enough to, you know, do certain programs on your own, right? Okay, so all of you are understood the requirement. Okay, very good. So do we all want to clap for the session? Are we all happy? Do we want to clap? Okay. So Rhythm,
Yeah. Thank you.
meaning, yeah, we are just ending our session, and we will continue in the next session. And
Okay.
till the time, I think children have a good amount of work to do.
Okay.
Children, I hope you all enjoyed. Keep sending me your feedback. Send me, you know, if you want to do certain other things, we will try to incorporate. And do let me know. You know, I would love to see your programs. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you so much.
everybody.
Yeah. So I'll unmute you, everyone. We can say bye to ma'am once, and then I'll give you the final instructions. Yeah. Bye bye, ma'am. Thank you,
Ma'am, I
ma'am.
have a doubt. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for this generous session. I hope people would have enjoyed and learned a lot from this session. And as discussed, we have prizes in the next session. So ma'am has given an assignment. For those of you who don't know how to use Scratch, we'll be sending detailed instructions on your WhatsApp so that you will be able to create an account there and start coding there. I'll also send you the assignment details. If any of you have missed the assignment, I'll write down the assignment and send you on WhatsApp. So whatever code you create, you can share it with us on WhatsApp, and I'll forward it to ma'am. So in the next session, we'll be discussing some of the best codes which you people have done in the class, and we'll be giving prizes to some of the best codes which will be there. Again, thank you all for joining us. I hope it was very interactive and interesting for you guys to have this session. If you have any feedback, I'll be sending a feedback form onto the WhatsApp, so you can kindly fill that, and so that we'll try to improve on our next session. And if you have any doubt, you can write us on WhatsApp. So we'll be covering those doubts while you create the project. If you have any doubt, we'll be covering those doubts in the next session. So you can WhatsApp us your doubts, and we'll be covering those in the next session. Again, I'll thank you all for joining us in the session. We'll intimate you about the next session soon. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.